this? How's that? How's the volume of the music versus the output? Maybe here. Or maybe just increase. There. How's that? Is that better? Cool. Hello. It's just you so far. So how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's February 16th, 9:20 p.m. And I'm going to do some production stuff. I really prefer to do streaming in the morning, but my schedule flip-flopped and now I'm waking up at odd times of the day. And during the afternoon is when I have the most stuff going on. Good to hear. So I'm going to try to get back into the earlier streams, but I think that's like the one thing that's kind of difficult to keep up with is like just having a consistent streaming. I need a consistent screaming schedule. I don't know where that came from. But, okay, let me adjust the boom. And let me scoot my chair in. Don't bang your knee on the desk. I do that every day. Usually once a day. Yeah, it's been cool. I've been in this like super gaming mood lately, and I'm like, as much as my brain is telling me that I want to game, it's like I really want to get back to writing music. It's kind of hard when you're in this thing of like you really want to make music, but your mind is telling you to just like play games, but then you like force yourself to make music, but you're just kind of like in this thing where like it's not coming. Such is life. That's what happens when you're buried in luxury. So I think I should just be grateful that I can even do music in the first place right now. Fair enough. The creative struggles of an artist, do they even exist? Are they real, or are they just entitlement? That's an interesting conversation. I could be outside shoveling snow right now, couldn't I? Thank God I'm not. All right. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that I've been thinking about lately. I've been listening to a lot of really good music. Actually, someone in our Discord, his name is Zai, he's been kind of sending me tunes here and there, and he recently came out with one that he posted in self-promo, and it was really inspiring and really amazing, and it's really cool that, like, hold on, let me see where this guy is. Where's self-promo? There it is. If you get the chance, mostly imagined. Wait, in regards to what? If you get the chance, listen to this tune. Where is it? Hey, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Hey, what up, Jazz? How are you, man? This tune's really good, too. Actually, a lot of these tunes are really good. But there was one that stuck out to me in particular. Where you at? Here it is. If you get the chance, go listen to this tune. I know, I'm sorry. I got, like, my train of thought moves very quickly, so I'm sorry if I don't, like, capture or, like connect what Mostly Imagined was supposed to be connected to. But, yeah, if you guys get the chance, go listen to Zion Naya as Dreams Shape the Void. This tune is freaking killer. So, yeah, I was really inspired by that, and I think that I've been trying to hammer myself of like trying to get this Discord collab done, and I'm like, you know what? It's just like I need to just get back in a creative mood in general. So what I'm saying is I'm going to cop out and just do a hip hop tune for the Discord collab, and then try to work on the other projects. Because that's the point of the collab, anyways, right? Oh, it's Mostly Imagined. Entitlement. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I think like, well, I mean, who's to say? But it is cool and important to kind of like to be grateful in those views, right? I'm doing good. I just ordered my Sensomorph and a headphone amplifier. My headphones I got aren't working as good as they should. Need a little extra juice. Right on, man. That's cool. Yeah, the HD 600s were recommended to have a headphone amp, and maybe that's why they have no bass or something. But I was like, I'm not gonna drop money on that. I might as well get an interface or something. But things, right? Things that you really don't need. And by you, I mean me. I'm like, I just want to make music. That's really all I care about. Let's open up with some drums. How does that sound to everybody? And I think I'm going to get away from the halftime vibe for a bit. I need a break on that. I've been trying way too hard to make that shit work, and it's just not doing it for me. So we're going to try something different. We're going to pull up kick 2. We're going to make ourselves a kick in F. Boom, boom. Alright, I'm going to pull the transient up here, and then I'm going to... That's a nice little thump. I'm going to get an interface and monitor soon, but they aren't a need right now, just a one. I'll get to it eventually. So I've got the new sub pack coming in, and it comes with an interface type of thing. So I think maybe once all that stuff comes in, here we go. It's nice and chunky. Sorry. Once all that stuff comes in, then I'll focus more on maybe considering monitors or so. But I don't really know like how it would work out. Like if I'm on a microphone and I'm playing through my monitors, this is a dynamic mic, but I'm wondering if I can get away with like a low volume. Launchpad for you. But I am excited for you for the Sensible Morph. D&B Launchpad. Heck yeah. D&B is just is really freaking hard for me. Actually, every genre except for lo-fi hip hop is hard for me. That's actually, if we're just being totally honest, the only genre, that's not hard is. Actually, you know what? I can write something on piano too. Hey, robot. If I'm just gonna do something on straight up piano, I can usually get away with that. I mean, to be honest, I can make some sick as fuck 2012 dubstep, but everything else is hard. Well, that's kind of it, right? It's like just because you know how to do sound design for several things doesn't mean that you're good at the genre. Yeah, exactly. Like I can imagine trap, but I can't seem to make trap even if I get the right sounds going. Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's get some compression in on this. Okay, that's a nice doof, but it's a little bit too long, so we're going to try to... And I think part of that is from the saturation as well. So we're going to pull this down. There we go. That sounds much better. Now we can clip it. There's not really a lot of clipping that we can get away with, but I'm gonna lie, I legit just dropped like a random project in and reverse engineer the beat. Hopefully I'm gonna have the time I want to make. Just grinding right now to save for a house. Dude, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I hope that happens for you soon. I really want a house too. A house that's better suited for doggos. Or just my own living quarters in general. Oh, I remembered. I have this neat trick. So like, if you're getting like a super doof, like that's overly done like this, then actually if you make this dynamic and pull it down, then you can actually kind of find a good middle ground. Which is kind of like doing the same thing, right? Just at a finer control or whatever, but it's interesting to shape kicks like that. If you do a thing with a ton of kicks, like a rock track with heavy kick use as a drum step, like rolling kicks. No, drum step is just dubstep at drum and bass tempo. It's like pre-halftime. Like drum step came out at like 2011, I want to say. Like when Monster Cat got really big, so 2011 to like 2014, I'd say, and like with the peak of it being at 2013, that's when drum step was a thing. Oh, I've misunderstood drum step forever now. That yeah, it's like real halftime drum and bass. Ooh, I thought it was just really fancy drumming. LOL. No. Hey, NX, what's up? What's a good example of that? I don't really have a lot of headroom. Sipping on some coffee or a nice scotch? It's a kombucha. That's all. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, and then we can shape that a little further. Sorry if the slurping is gross. I didn't even think about that. Where are my manners? Nice choice. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just bounce that out. No, you good, bro. You good. You good, fam. You good. All right, for this one, we're going to pull up... Yeah, I'm going to put a kick on that one anyway, so we'll just deactivate that. I'm going to pull up Addictive Drums. And have you ever tried using distortion on drums? NX? You've been in my channel for so long and commented on all of my videos. You comment on all of my videos. You should know. Yeah. Yes, I do. But you have to forgive me. Like, I really appreciate that you come around and you're always around and stuff. But sometimes I wonder if you're memeing me or if you're serious. So if I misunderstand the nature of the question, like, forgive me. It's not. It's just sus. Okay. Well, then I didn't make DMV ska or Hey Lapidus or drum step. I guess I made some cool house with hard rock style drum section. You're the last to complain with all the knowledge you share with us. Yeah, you can complain. you're a person. Complain all you want. All right, so here is distortion, just in case. But right now we're pulling up the quiet parts of the sound from the saturator, which is over here on the left side. Addicted Drums 2 is such an awesome plugin. Yo, Lapidus, go listen to the Zytune that I was just talking about, like right before you got here. I think that you'll love it. Where is it? Go listen to this tune on self promo. He's a local dude, and you should definitely check him out. That's not really even doing anything. You won't be disappointed. I promise. The Zionaya one, yeah, that was a freaking tune. All right, what is this? This is a like G sharp, so we're gonna pitch this up a bit. Just turn that off. That's the kick. That's the kick, fam. Wrong thing. Okay, that sounds like A sharp. Pretty close to it anyway. All right, so this is how you EQ a snare, is you dip a little here, you boost a little there, you dip around 3K, then you boost the high. And then you grab this little thing right here and you make that dynamic and push that down a bit. And then you duplicate it. I think that tune was made for the all-nighter event I was talking about earlier in 24 hours. Really? Oh, yeah. The new Nintendo Direct. That's going to be awesome. But it's at 4 in the morning? Like tonight or tomorrow? Bro, EQ of the gods? See, it just makes it sound a little bit brighter, and a little bit nicer. Wait, yeah, it must have been. Sweet. Yeah, he sent it to me. All the vids and the premiere in 18 hours. So tomorrow. So wait, do you mean 4 p.m.? Aspect put it in a playlist with all the other all-nighter tunes from his server. Oh, sick. Yeah, cool, man. They seem to be doing really good things, and I'm glad that things are clicking from them. He did send me a really kind message, and he was like, yo, man, like, I was really influenced by all the stuff that you made, and thank you. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't have anything left to teach you. I've got nothing. Like, I'm not... You're making tunes that I wish I could make. What do I say to that? So big ups to him. But, you know, like, if that's how people, you know, if, like, that's what people do, like, be proud of it. I sent you a pic of EQ of the gods. Okay. We'll take a look at it in a minute. That reverb is killing me though. Okay. Sounds a little better to me. The chick who made it is insanely good. It's a snare EQ and Pro Q3. Is it just like a bunch of like EQ nodes? Jesus. Sounds like somebody listened to the tune. That's what I said too. That second, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're going to go effects 2 here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this over here. And then I'm going to grab this high band right here. And go the hollow room. Sorry. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. Undo, undo. I was like, why don't I always do that? And then I was like, oh, that's why. I'm going to go the hollow room. And then I'm going to group this, duplicate it, delete this one. I'm going to focus on this one for a sec. I'm not too sure, and I'm not sure of the snare she's using either, but it looks like it's just the typical snare stuff, more or less, just really fine-tuned. Oh, gotcha. High cut. Okay, so this isn't exactly how I did it from before, but that's a good way to get some sick stereo out of this. Versus but now I need to dial in. And what you can also do to make this like crazy, well, crazy in general, there you go. Or what you can also do is you can pull this into the effects like this. And then you can pull this up, pull the mix down. Actually, I think I wanted this to be up. And then pull this down like that. So that way this is going to fire off. Sorry, maybe it is up. And you can get a really crazy Alckemy playing dodgeball with himself? What? Oh, is it because of the pong? And then what you can do is put an OTT on that. Maybe not pull it up to halfway, but sorry, I'm just getting like I'm just playing around with kind of that after. Ooh. It's kind of nice too. A lot of different tones to shape on this. What are you giving away? Haven't you already given us enough with your amazing knowledge? I'm giving away, well, actually we're about 7 subs away, but I'm giving away a sample pack once we hit 7,400. And then at 10,000 subs, I'm giving away a sub pack. Everyone's leaving. They're like, this motherfucker's spending too long on a snare. Bro, like, don't you know that's like half the battle? Legend, thanks. Yeah, so tell your homies, help me get there if you don't mind. It's probably better without that. I spent 10 years on snares. I usually don't, but have you used the sub pack much? If so, do you like it? Yes. I have the older version of the M2X, but it hurts my back because I have back problems. And the reason why I have back problems is because of all the abuse I've done on tricking and stuff. I found something amazing about Bitwig today. Drum rack full kit randomizer. What if I told you I've been doing that since before I bought Bitwig? What was the DS Calcifane again? Or of Ecclesia? Yeah, it's just with the E. ECCLESIA. You press a button and it randomizes your whole kit of pre-selected sounds. Yeah. well, I don't know if mine does exactly that, but what I have on here is a 128 kit like this. So if you were to make a chord and grab an arpeggiator, hello 128s, learn that from L. Gates, not so much randomizer, but you can scrub through different samples off that one note. Well, that's kind of the premise of it, is that I make 128s and then I randomize the 128s. So if you okay, bet wish me luck fighting demons while listening to snare morph a million times. Yeah, good luck, dude. You will enjoy. It's a great freaking game. So yeah, you just set this to random. And then you just go to town with that, but I'm not going to do that today. Yeah, so this other method doesn't do it on time. Well, you can also set grab something. Like, let's say you have that rack, you can set it to a button to where it'll randomize instead. So like if you set that as a modulator, like the button thing, and then you set that to switch everything up, then you can do that too. Like I think that if you were to grab a button like that and then a randomizer, I think that you can actually set it to like the depth of this or so, or switch it or have that select in some way. So that does make sense, but yeah, that's cool. I'm glad. Either way, I'm glad that you found something. All processed and ready to go. Each time you press the button, it randomizes all the sounds. How? Yeah, it randomizes the kit, right? How is that different than what I just did? Oh wow, that snare actually sounds pretty good. Ooh, the cowbell though. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It does it. It does the same thing. Every time I hit a button, it'll, like, everything is randomized alive though. So I guess the difference is that it doesn't stop. So that the randomizer is always alive and always moving. Okay, let's turn that off. Yeah, that's the difference. I gotcha. Okay, hold on one second. I want to pull up this other project in Duality because I'm not sure if it was this, but I made this snare and I'm trying to remember what I did because it was a really cool way to get like just like this crazy like air snare. Liking that snare though. Good. Hey, if you guys didn't know, I recently put out a new preset pack. I'm not trying to make a sale or anything, but I'm trying to make a sale. Yeah, it's called Eternum. I put out a video on it in case if you want to take a look at it and you have faceplant. But it's nuts. Long story short. I don't remember this, but all right. That was not what I was looking for. By air snare, do you mean like a gated reverb type? No, I mean one that's like... Hey, Gabe. Copycat vibes. Copycat is my Pokemon trainer, as us trickers say. It might actually be on IDM Jam the 29th. Once you get Facepound, I'll grab that pack from you. I think next week I'll be buying it, waiting for my next check. Dude, like, no. Like, don't feel obligated to buy things. It's a luxury thing. Never take a customer's last dollar. You could be feeding your family or something. I don't know. Okay, Valhalla Room. Sampler, flanger. I don't think this is it. Maybe it is. If you don't, I definitely want it. Okay, for sure. Thank you. Thank you. More importantly, I hope that you love it. That's what I really am concerned about. That's a kick. Where's my snare? Hat, drums, glitch drums, audio 2. Where is my snare? I got the monies now. Yeah, it's not this one either. It might be from the collab actually that I was working on that I've quote unquote not abandoned. Because who does that? You don't abandon projects, guys. That's like not what you do. Am I on Instagram? I am. As DOT. Alucard. Trying to justify my wants. I'm over here trying to talk you out of it. Yeah, shit's expensive, man. That's hard. Okay, let me see. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Metal snare? Ah, okay, here it is. Okay, so I did reverb and Valhalla Room and trash. And then I used an envelope follower? Is that what I did here? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I did audio rate. That's what I did. Ain't happening, man. But yeah, things are expensive. You work hard, you play hard. I'm down with that. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. So that's what I did. Was I stacked reverb, I guess. Why did I stack reverb, though? That doesn't... I don't know why I did that, but okay. And then distorted the heck out of it. And then you can kind of hear that like white noise thing that's coming in. But what was this? What was this map to? Just this? Just the gain, I guess? Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to know. So, on this, I am going to save this snare. Save the snare. I'm working at a much slower pace than I usually do, but whatever. It's because I'm trying to find a cool trick. How does that transient control thing work? Just a transient shape, or is it modulating something? Yes, both. So like the transient control is actually one of the better things about Bitwig. You can nest devices within the transient control, and you have these two modulators here that can control the attack and sustain. So what I do is I throw a reverb on here, and then the sustain of this is controlling the mix of the reverb. So whenever you hit this, it's actually, the initial hit is dry, and then over time, like the reverb comes in. I think maybe instead of that though, I'm going to grab trash too, because I really want that to be kind of washing, like, you guys know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wait, what? Where did Trash 2 go? Oh, that's super cool. I love that. Yeah, I really like things starting small and then going big, which is kind of not too far off from an explosion, right? So I like that idea. I duplicated the transient control? Is that what happened? Okay, there we go. And then now you can kind of just ruin it. Just destroy it. That's a nice splash. Yeah, you guys see how that kind of shapes that though, right? Lots of people are asking about the giveaway today. I feel like it's so underrated even though everyone has it. Oh, Twitch chat? LOL? Wait, what? Streamlabs came up. The giveaway thing popped up. I'm not on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. So maybe what I can even get away with now is clipping this even more. Here we go. My bad. Bot was late. I thought I was supposed to work on Twitch. No, it works. It works on YouTube. Okay, I like that. Wow. In other words, yikes. So what we can do with this now is we can use this as like a short snare. Wait. Undo. And you can pull that out. Do you ever layer a transient layer on your snares? No, not usually. Most of the time you don't really want like a hard transient on your snare. I mean, this is also a different kind of snare. If you take a look at this from the clipping, it's a box snare. So it's just like kind of like that. Sorry for the loud mic, but it serves a different purpose. If you were going to do like a techie snare or something, that would make sense. But if you take a look, so where I got this idea from was if you take a look at like a disprove snare. Let me see here. Which I'm a big fan of disprove if you didn't know. Yeah, there you go. All right, so look at the waveform on this one. Nice, man. See how, I'm going to pull this up. See how this doesn't really have a transient either? It's just this really long, like... So that's where I got that idea from. We actually, a long time ago, like last year, we actually did this like really cool thing where we experimented with creating like cool snares and stuff, because this is actually one that I like in particular. Like if you like doing drum and bass, like that's a great That's a great snare to have if you just want one that's going to like wreck you. But if you look at like some stuff that Eckel does, I spelled that incorrectly, like from the Renraku pack, and you look at some of the kicks here, or sorry, not the kicks, let me see. Oh yeah, it was the kicks, my bad. The transient comes in later as opposed to the initial hit. So you've got this little thing right here, and then the kick gets big. And this actually comes from expansion, from multi-band compression. Actually, you could probably do it with regular compression too, but this actually comes from expansion, so where you delay the attack on this, and then it creates that. So that's kind of where we were at with drums and things. And then like clipping in general, like I have this meme which is clip it and limit, but really what it really stands for is just the fact of like, if you clip something really hard, then you can use a limiter to bring it back up, which will obviously like is a really fast way to make your drums super loud. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to end up making this kick shorter. Yeah, probably that one. But it's nice to have the option, right? If you want a big kick, then you can just make it longer, but right, okay. So let's pull up some phase plant stuff now. We made a thing yesterday that I actually really liked. I think it was called just like Square or something stupid. What was that called yesterday? Swamp Goblin. I used to love long basic kicks and never use them anymore. Well, it depends on the speed of your tune and how many transients you're going to have in them, you know? Like if you have a really fast song, you don't want long kicks. You want really short ones. Particular riser, Oni generator, Neurolohi, Noah Grease, Malachi bass, LA Winter Donk. Sorry. Did I even save it? I don't remember. Let me see. Oh, bomb generator. Okay. Yeah, equally as stupid. I'm actually going to take off this layer though. Yeah. So what I'm going to do on this now is probably just drop 64 bars. Then I'm going to grab Pro Q. And I think that I've got a preset on here. Yeah, bass booster. So this will kind of just do this for me. So this will kind of move on its own. I'll make that a little bit tighter. And then, what was I going to do now? Let's grab a pitch shifter. But I'm going to switch this over to stepper mode. And I would like this in general to just create a bunch of variation. And I'm hoping to get stuff with drums. That's what I really want. Is this patch in general actually has a drum loop in the sampler. Good sample pack material right here. Hit !_ store and go to my website and find Aberrant Mech. All that stuff that you just heard is free on my website. And then if you like these kinds of sounds, it's actually what such a sucker for that kind of stuff. That's actually what Jazz and I were just talking about, because I came out with a paid preset pack that has stuff like this. Free? I was totally prepared for an impulse buy. Yep, it's free. Okay, this is cool, but I want more bass out of this. Unless if my ears are lying to me, or rather my headphones are lying to me, I can't really hear much low end coming from that. So we're going to add a little bit to it, kind of like so. And it doesn't really matter. We'll just take anything, I guess. Just kind of move that up. We'll move that down. So that way those kind of move against each other. And then we'll take a different one on here. What is this controlling? What is this controlling? Level. We'll push the notch that way. Okay, what would happen if, where's this one? I think this one is controlling the pitch. Yeah, okay. So if I turn this one off, what does this do? I'm obsessed with faceplant, can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one back on, whichever one was supposed to... I guess it was this. This is tripping out. I have never seen this before, but okay. We're going to grab a glue. Compress the heck out of it. Cool. All right, sorry about that. So now we will go here and we'll bounce that out. What am I playing on here right now? Song is. I mean, that's a legit concern, right? They're your babies. But, I mean, from what I hear, the procedure is pretty easy and not a big deal, so, you know, and I think that'll also just help with overall well-being of the house. I have a dog who is not neutered, and he's deaf, and he's dominant, and is an absolute dick. I love him, but he's a dick. What can you say? He's just a fucking jerk. Alright. I think so. I have no children. I got my dog. Oh, that's my kid. And yeah, I've done research, and from what I hear, the place I'm going to is good at what they do. Yeah, so, you know, I get it. It is your kid, you know, but it'll work out, you know. You got to put that energy out there, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I've got this preset called I'm Lazy. This is just my go-to, and what this is some modulator setup, randomization in particular, and I just set this to bar. And set that to like here and do the same thing on these. Set this to like 2 bars. Excuse me. What is this set to? Half note. Bar. Oh, I think the reason why I did that was because I knew that that wasn't going to move. Appreciate the positivity. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. There's not really a whole lot else that you can really say about that, right? Because you never know what's going to happen. But I don't know. For me personally, I'd be like, all right, well, if this is something that I can't really control, then like, what do you do about it other than just hope for the best? Because if somebody says hope for the worst, like, then the reaction is immediate. Like, no, nobody does that. Nobody hopes for the worst, you know? Unless if you're not a good person. It's just something you don't do. Something you shouldn't do anyway. Yeah, you got it, man. You be alright. You be alright. Cool. So yeah, if I'm rendering something, I usually just put on a tune for a sec, just because that way we don't have to sit in awkward silence. Unless if you like awkward silence, then, well, then you're just awkward by definition. Silence can be nice, honestly. It's peaceful. No, definitely, but I don't think that you're here for silence, right? I feel like you're here for music. Come on. Give me music, damn it. Well, instead I'm giving you a machine gun that's like morphing every once in a while. Because this thing doesn't want to move, which is when I think it's a bug with Bitwig, but this modulator takes fucking forever to... That sounds pretty cool, actually. So I think what I'm going to do now is come into this and nest a reverb into here. Actually, I'm going to grab an effect 2. I'm going to set this to like 146, and then I'm going to put reverb on the high end of this. Excuse me. Because I kind of want this to have some space in particular. Do you use Portal at all? I have it, but I haven't used it too much. Yeah, I do. I use Portal quite a bit. Granted, like, when I want to pull specific things out of it, though. Hudson Lee showed me a really fucking cool trick out of it that kind of changed how I make melodies and stuff. Or like if I'm like stuck or whatever, then I'll come up with a melody or think of a melody or whatever. But sometimes that can be really cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. The mix is too high though. And then I do want this to be slower, so like 2 bars. Because I kind of want this to like, if it sweeps too quickly, then you get that, right? And I don't really like that, but creepy door opening glitch sounds, some Silent Hill noises. Is this stream haunted? I'd say 9 out of 10 haunted. Never mind the fact that one of the last tracks that I made was called Haunted, or that my whole entire discography is fucking edgelord. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to behave in the way that I want it to, because right now it's not doing what I'm trying to get it to do. And it's driving me crazy. Be here for a while, so no rush. Okay, that sounds way cooler. So hopefully, I just gotta smack it around a bit until it does what you want. That works with some things. Some things you need to be a little more coaxing. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit more gentle to it. Positive reinforcement. Okay, that's what I wanted. Look at that shit. Fuck yeah. That's way cooler. So... yeah, I think we're going to do two different versions of this. So the first one that we're going to do is this, of course, which we will slice to multi-sample and then go to half bars. So we've got 128 different slices of stuff. And then I'm going to let go of that. Now that was cool, brother. And then what we will do is I'm going to set this to here. Make this quicker to quarter note. And then set this to here as well. Oh, sorry. That needs to be soloed. I get dirty solo. And for this in particular, I'm actually going to turn the reverb off. And I'm going to back off of this just a bit because that's fucking loud. Oh. Okay. Well, that's because I had it backwards. Well, that makes so much more sense now. Okay. Let's do the same thing. See if that gives us anything cool. I think it was bouncing hella quick. We can throw that up. Same thing. Hey! No. Sorry. Now we can go into... Fuck. Was that what I wanted to do? Yeah, that was. Okay. So now we've got drums and we've got ourselves a glitch rack. So we can bring that together. We can delete these things. That's not really any reason for them. We've got a couple snares. We've got a kick. This one is a snare. You can group these together and call them drums. These are glooch. This goes in the recycling bin. What is this? What is this? This is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, great. So now everything's all nice and tidy. And we can actually pull this up. I actually have a weird arrangement set up for how I have things. Like my drums are usually in the middle and I put my atmospheres below, but the glitch stuff is on top and then the bass stuff is on top of that. And I don't know why I do it like that. I just like that. So I don't know. It works for me. We're gonna label the glooch higher means of gray, because gray is my middle name. No jokey smoking. God, these are all the same. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to grab a glue compressor and make this stuff louder, because when you throw things into a sampler, obviously it makes it more quiet, because gain staging is a thing. So now that we have that, though, we can kind of start to focus on this is where things hopefully will pick up. God, it's all the same. That drives me crazy. And we've got a riff. Dope. No, everything. Where did that paste there? I may have a few questions for you when I get my stencil. It's hard to get it communicating with Bitwig. You have to... is it hard to get it to communicate with Bitwig? I don't know if you've watched my review in its entirety or not, but I talk about how to make it work and how to get it up and going. There is some setup involved, but once it gets rolling, it's good. No. Wait, what? No. This one. Bruh. Where are you starting from? What? Shut. We just need like someone from the UK to like rap over this. Huh? Put the crumpets in the tea. Would you get your son seat? Okay, that's kind of cool, but actually I might leave that for now, but I wanted a different shuffle. I wanted something that was like that might work. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Actually, no, yeah, that's not what I wanted. God damn it, I did the same thing. Filter. Jesus. I'm going to call this pork. I usually label that green. Actually, I guess what I'll do for this is group this, and we'll just label it this color, whatever that is, and call this sidechain. That, whatever that is. Go to sidechain easing. Go right here, go to drums, and then go to drums master, post. Okay, well, that's an idea. So let's go ahead and grab these drums now, and I'm going to move them back over here. And then I kind of want to do something a little bit more IDM-y now. I always get stuck around this point. I got to start breaking things down and making it into an actual song. Like whenever you get stuck, just take all this stuff and then start doing a new section. That's really all it is. Yeah, you can do that too. Like if you have like a whole thing, like you can just bounce out the master of whatever it is that you put together and then resample that. Sometimes I'll do that for my next section. Boom, 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 pop. Boom, boom, pop, boom, boom, pop. Your results speak for themselves. Sounds good. I really like the workflow of working with all the samples. I'll have to give it a go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Boom, boom, pop. Boom, 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 pop. Okay, so let's come over here and borrow some of this. So hard for you to connect these different parts without having it seem too abrupt. Is that where risers and white noise and swooshes come into play? Something that I do to make them breathe is that reverb on the reverb trick on the return channel. And then, yeah, like if you want to make these parts kind of like flow into each other, then you can use a reverse snare or something that goes into the next like major fundamental hit. And that's kind of where like you'll hear me go like boom da boom. I'm trying not to do that so much, even though I really like that aesthetic. But I'm kind of just like, I've been listening to a lot of Vate XH. I think his name is Rob. If you guys haven't listened to him, like holy shit, those are some tunes. So just trying to take like inspiration from that and figuring out how to create like cool other things for lack of description, but just like other textures and means of cutting stuff up and having fun with it in that way. Vaet, VAETXH. Wait, where am I? What artist is that you were just talking about? Vaet.xh or VateXH. Audica also has super sick transitions for very different parts of their songs. Yeah, that's I take a lot of inspiration from Audica. How do these giveaways work? They work based off of subscriptions, off of people who sub to my channel. So youtube.com. Not this account. This is my personal account that I don't touch. Hold on one sec. So right now I have 7,393 subscribers. So once we get 7 more subs, then I'll give away something. Thanks, Gabe. Just heard something that I haven't in a while. I'm pumped to make something psychedelic soul jams. All right. Yeah. Why not? Micro edits really butter my biscuit. I'm a big fan of micro edits. Why Bitwig over Ableton? It's got better audio editing. You have hybrid tracks, which means that you can have both samples and MIDI on the same track. Prepare for swag. What else do I like about it? I like the fact that it's almost entirely modular, so like I can add an LFO or a randomizer to just about anything. I have 2 browsers, actually access to 3 browsers. So I've got a browser right here, I've got a browser right here, and then I've also got a browser on all the tracks that I can go to plus. Whereas on Ableton, I have to go over here every single time if I want to go fish for something new. And then I also have to flip between tabs where everything is just right here on one interface. And then it's got a superior audio workflow. So you've got these clips and then you have containers. So you can actually do edits within these, within the clip itself. And each one of these different little containers can have their own processing in between them with different means of, how do you say it? With different means of like pitch or texture or whatever. Take a shot every time someone says Bitwig versus Ableton, right? What else? What else is great about it? So many things. There's so many like things that work better for me. Bitwig has capture, right? No, it doesn't. Oh god, the sampler. The sampler is fucking incredible. It's got a granular synth built into itself, and you can load a 128 rack into this. So like, or you can load up to 128 samples at the same time. So if you pull up a sampler right here, and you go to create multi-sample, you can load 128 and then do granular synthesis to them all at once. You just set it to this. So like it's like the perfect soundscape maker. Shit, what else, man? Oh, I don't have to double click on a sample to like warp it and stuff. I can just go over here to the left and then have those controls. So that's really convenient as opposed to having to do this and then double click on that if I don't want to, but you also can. I like the look of Bitwig better. I think it just looks way cleaner, and I like the saturated colors. Like gorillas, maybe, I don't know. Don't forget pretty colors. Yeah, well, I don't like orange. I don't like the fact that it's like orange, but I do like the black, and I do like the contrast from this. So like this is a clean contrast as opposed to everything just kind of having like a flat thing. What else do I like about this? Oh, I can also like edit multiple clips on the timeline at once. So like you can't do this on Ableton. It drives me fucking crazy. But if you go like this, you can edit all of these at the same time. Or you can right click and go like slice and place to like divvy this up into little beat divisions. You can edit the volume on these from here. Like, dude, like I'm telling you, like as somebody who's used Ableton for like 6 years, the audio editing in Bitwig is 10 times better. Now, that's not to say that like that makes it better as a whole, but because as you can tell, I primarily work in audio, like that's a big thing for me. And then it's dope. Like I don't have to freeze and flatten something, and I don't have to do the whole track. So like if I go like this and I hit Command E and then I go Command B, look, I just bounce that to audio in the same track, and I don't have to move that to a new one. And then if I like want to do like quote unquote freezing a track, then I can just hit J and it will bounce to a new track. And then I can, or if like I don't want to use it, I can just hit Command or Option A and then deactivate the track until I'm ready to turn it back on. So it's just for me, it's better. Why Bitwig over Ableton? Because for me, Bitwig is better for my needs. I wish I can get the good bits of Bitwig while keeping Max in my racks. Yeah, I get that. And like there's a couple cool convenient things that Ableton Live 11 has come out with recently. Like, you know, comping is cool. I get that. My friend, she's a composer, and I introduced that idea to her, and she's like, oh, this is really convenient. But she even said the same thing. She was like, this is really convenient and it's going to be helpful, but it's not like anything groundbreaking, right? And then like the scale modes and stuff, I'm like, dude, like just go on the internet and look up F minor. Because everybody makes tunes in F minor if you make bass music. There it is. Why do you need that on the piano roll? Other than convenience. So yeah, and you know what, Victor, like that was the biggest thing for me, was that like I was really worried when I tried Bitwig out compared to Ableton that I was going to have to learn like a whole new DAW. But really, like the reason why I switched was Bitwig made all of these things that that I wanted in Ableton, like that I wanted the convenience factor for, and it did it for me. And so as opposed to being like, well, can Bitwig do this? Can Bitwig do this? I was like, oh, it can do this. Oh, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. And so I was just like, man, this is so much better for me, right? Because I can't say that it's better, but for me, it is way better. Seems just get an expert sleeper module and you can use Bitwig modulators for your rack. I've tried every DAW basically, and Bitwig is just barely below Ableton just for my workflow. It's so close to being where I want it. I think the creator of Bitwig is the guy who made Ableton originally. Well, the original dev team is the creators of Bitwig. I'm going to have to learn Nuendo for school soon. Not looking forward to it. Yikes. Learning new DAWs is exhausting. Yeah, and it sucks too because like whenever you learn a new DAW, like a lot of times you're like, okay, well, how do I do this trick? Well, how do I do this trick? Or how do I do like this process? Oh, what do you mean I can't group an instrument rack? What do you mean I have to bust it out? And that's like why if you're in kind of like the Ableton-esque ecosystem, it's really hard to go to something else. So like my natural progression for music was Machine, and then I graduated to Ableton, and then I graduated from that to Bitwig, and it was such a natural like transition for me that I feel so comfortable. Like I feel more comfortable with Bitwig now than I do with Ableton, but I've been using Ableton for way longer. But like I said, it's just there's such a convenience factor for everything that I want to do in this that it's just the workflow is so much more streamlined. And that's the biggest thing. It's not perfect, but man, like I'm very passionate about Bitwig from Ableton for that reason, because it solved so many of the problems that I had from Ableton. Now, like you lose some devices, right? So like I would recommend, and I need to do a review on this, but I would recommend that if you ever switch to Bitwig, that you get the glue compressor, because this thing, this was one big thing this was probably the biggest thing that I missed from Ableton was the glue compressor. But this is the same guy that made it for Ableton, and it's actually better because you've got more controls on this than you do on the other thing, and it sounds just exactly the same. So, you know, now that I have that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't need anything else. I did FL Logic Ableton. The switch to Ableton was brutal. Yeah, I imagine. Reason's cool, I guess, but better as VST. Well, it's whatever works for you guys, really, you know? And that's kind of the cool thing, is there's no wrong way to make music, but that's why I did that. If you want to watch the 12-minute explanation, then you can hit ! switch and watch the video on that, although it's kind of outdated. But I'd miss Max, though. See, I don't really use Max. I don't really use any, like... It's cool. It's kind of ironic because I brag about like modularity a lot, but modulation through this way as opposed to like having like a grid system, which like I do know how to use the grid, but I don't really care for that workflow environment because it's too slow. But the fact that you've got the Ableton workflow, because Ableton came out first, obviously, but you have the Ableton workflow that's completely modular as well. It's like, wait, what? Like, it's basically working like with Ableton, like the Ableton workflow, but adding all this stuff to it. And that, to me, this is where I shine the most, is doing stuff in this way. And that's where it gets like, it becomes really awesome for me. Max's Bay. I made a vector synth last year that makes it on to all my tracks. Vector synths are cool. The only vector synth that I know of is that hardware one. Those modulators seem so useful. Boy, let me tell you. Let me tell you. They are. And like I said, like this stuff, right? You can't do this on Ableton, and it drives me insane. Like, why can't you do that on Ableton? It's makes no sense. Oh, you also don't have that dumb pitch, that dumb pitch bug. Which also drove me crazy. Okay, we're going to label that right there, and we'll type in bass fill. I don't really like that piece anymore. You should have just started with that. I'd switch just to fix the pitch bug, right? That pitch bug is fucking is rough. Automation, you just go right here, and then you touch a device, or you touch a knob, and then it will pull out in that way. And then it's the same thing, or you can double click or whatever. You can hit 2 to select it, delete, hit 1, or just go like this, delete, all that stuff. Okay, there's a really cool moment right there. Kind of want like a bump, bump, bump. Switch over to a triplet grid. Oh yeah, you do lose grooves, but I don't really care for grooves, to be honest. Wait, what? The fuck? The XLN Audios XL. Yeah, that's the drum sorter, right? I pretty much make all my drums from scratch every project. So, but for somebody that has like a bunch of samples or a sample pack and stuff, that's pretty nice. For me, like this is my bread and butter right here, because like whatever I want to find, right? I can just I don't know if you guys just saw that little move right there, but shit like that, super useful. Oh, hey, Greedo. I didn't see you there with that. I totally forgot that I was on that little hit, or that section instead of this one. Almost every day. Almost every single day. If you enjoy the content, why not give that like button a
Hey guys, if you enjoy my content, why don't you smash that like button and consider subscribing?
Reverb return channel. Oh. Same time? No, I have a super random streaming schedule, but I do stream every day. And then Thursdays, I usually try to stream during the day, before 6 p.m. I'm playing the marketing guy. So it's 11 p.m. or 11:15 where I'm at. So I usually try to stream Creative Tune Feedback Thursdays around like anywhere from 12 to 1, I'd say, is when I start that stream. Anywhere from 10 to 1. Because I try to do feedback before class and before I have to take my brother to work. Right now I'm on the night schedule, so I've been streaming late at night. Sorry. I usually wake up at 5 a.m., but that's not happening lately, so so no morning stream. 15. It's okay, Greta. Let them be. Let them be. Let them be. Yeah, just 'cause reasons. I will say that my YouTube channel, yo, Jazz, thank you, man. I could have sworn that you were already part of the philosopher group, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Got you. Don't steal. Thank Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys know too, by subs, I didn't mean memberships. I meant just regular subscribers, but thank you for the membership. This will give you access to VODs. So I'll just pull this up really quick. But if you guys are a member, it doesn't matter what tier you are. If you go to, hold on one second. I didn't want you guys to see that. If you guys go here, I have a playlist, but you can access, like, assuming this loads, you can access like all of my archived streams. And they're long, 8 hours, 10 hours, 4 hours, 9 hours, almost 9 hours. Oh, we almost did a 12-hour stream. Huh. 3 hours. Hakubo and carrot cake. Oh, that one's public. So yeah, I've got a ton of VODs that you guys can kind of look at just for a bunch of different things. And I think that there's 134 videos as of now in the catalog. So you can take a look into my archives. Welcome to the Sound Design Zone, Jazz. Thank you. Now I'm out of breath. I'm just kidding. I usually do Atmos in blue. Oh, also it's at Moo. So, yeah, now that I have this, I can use this cool little tool to do my automation. So if I want to do like a cool little reverb swell or something like that, then I'll just go like this and then pull it off. And then I can do like fast cuts and shit too. Yeah, if you become a member, I'll beatbox for you. That's kind of cool right there. So we can kind of add something like that. And kind of cut that off again right there as well. And I don't have to be super meticulous with it. I don't really care that much because we're going to compress the shit out of it later anyway. And I can also give that a big hit like that. Pull back on it right there, right now. Can you read us Harry Potter? I'll definitely check it all out. Respace by the mouth. I'd love to, but crushing grad school debt needs me. Oh, dude, no. That's not... This is just... How do I say this? This is just what I do. So, please don't feel obligated. I'm really big on free content in general. But, you know, if you want to support the channel, this is always an option too. There's a lot of different ways to support the channel without hopefully breaking the bank. But I also like, if I'm going to ask somebody to pay for something or to join, like I definitely want them to feel like they're getting value out of it. Not just like, hey, support me because I'm hungry for reasons. It's more of like, here's some content I hope you find useful. And if you do, then, well, that's the service I offer. Can you read us Harry Potter? Okay. Let me see. Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets excerpt. I've only read up to the 3rd book, and I've only seen up to the 4th movie. Excerpt. Let me see. Chapter 8, The Death Day Party.
October arrived, spreading a damp chill over the grounds and into the castle. Madame Pomfrey, the nurse, was kept busy by a sudden spate of colds among the staff and the students. Her pepper-up potion worked instantly, though it left the drinker smoking at the ears for several hours afterward. Ginny Weasley, who had been looking pale, was bullied into taking some by Percy. The steam pouring from under her vivid hair gave the impression that her whole head was on fire.
I gotta sleep. Peace out, man. Love the content. Thanks for coming in, dude. Appreciate it.
Raindrops the size of bullets thundered onto the castle windows for days on end. The lake rose, the flower beds turned into muddy streams, and Hagrid's pumpkins swelled to the size of garden sheds. Oliver Wood's enthusiasm for regular training sessions, however, was not dampened, which was why Harry has to be found late one stormy Saturday afternoon in a few... Wait, what? Late one story Saturday afternoon, a few days before Halloween, returning to Gryffindor Tower, drenched to the skin and splattered with mud.
The movie preview voice. Okay, there's your Harry Potter. All right, let's see if we can pull some cool stuff from Catacomb. Just killed me, man. Oh, hello, Bronner's Dungeon. Does Bitwig have a vocoder, and how does it sound? It does, and it's fucking amazing. Hold on one second. I'm going to use this cut instead. And I'm going to chop that. Damn it. I'm going to chop this into 128s, or yeah. Maybe 1/64ths instead. Okay. I'll just pull up a phase plant patch with the vocoder on it. Phase planter. If you go here and whatever. Let me see here. What do I have that's got something nice on it? Let me see. Oh, this one. This one's pretty nice. This is what I use for the Source of Nightmares track. Is there a vocoder on this? Here it is. Sorry. It's interesting because that sounded really good in that tune, but it sounds like shit right there. Let me see what else I got. That's kind of cool. Just got Vocodex at Plugin Boutique before it's gone for good. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I'd say that the vocoder on Bitwig is comparable to vocodex. There is a vocoder on every single bass that I make. Alright, that's an old patch. Sorry. I haven't pulled something up from this in a long time, so... Actually, let's do this. Let me hit cancel. And let me just pull up a fresh bass. Looks so god dang cool. Phase plant. It's like going Dunzo. I love how it shows the crossover. Let me pull up this bass. Malachi bass. Ooh, just got a head attack. Okay, so there's that bass. And if you add a vocoder on it, it's pretty sick. So it's cool though because you have these you have modulator effects that you can throw into it, but you also have this carrier that you can throw into it. And right now, the main thing is brown noise that's being triggered or that's left on like auto rate from this. And so you can pretty much just take this and change this into whatever it is that you want. So, you know, you can make this a synth. If you're into the color-based thing, then you can bring up a chord instead. And it's set up right here too. So like, let's say you want it to be from a different, okay, hold on. Let me just show you what I mean. So this is something else that I love about Bitwig in general is I can just pull up phase plant as an instrument like this, and then we're going to do a chord like this. And now, wait, hold on. I want to make sure that this is matching. Okay, 24. So now this is actually going to launch as a chord instead of the noise. Which is pretty neat. But interestingly enough, the pitch bend isn't following on this. But I mean, you can essentially like create a whole entire another patch off of this. And kind of use it as that. Now, if you don't use the mod, or if you don't use the pitch wheel, then I don't think that it'll follow. But let me try pulling up this. Oh shit! Don't break. Knocking shit over on my desk. Let me pull this up and see if that works. I just switched faceplates for this. So MPE is activated. MPE is also activated, so... Oh, it does work. So, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that it's kind of cool that you can throw pretty much any synth onto the same track and use that as the carrier. So, like, you know, there's a lot to be explored with that. If you've got a preset or something as well, you know, just since we're in the grid, I guess. Like, I just made like a simple saw chord or whatever, but let's say you've got, fuck it, I don't know, doesn't matter. Yeah, I can get lost in this stuff forever. Let me try a different bass. And you can make it as gurgly as you want to. That makes it sound more like an additive synth. Yeah, so long story short, long story long, I really like the vocoder. It's one of the better vocoders out there. I definitely think that it's on par with vocodex, even if vocodex might be a little bit easier to get the same like predictable result that we're all used to, right? That Skrillexy, feed me type bass. / anything from 2012 to 2017. Yeah, it can go up to 80 bands, and I don't know how many bands vocodex can go up to, but 80 is a lot more than I think what Ableton can do. Ableton's vocoder is shit. I'm sorry. It's just trash. But it's okay, because Bitwig has a lot of trash devices as well. 100 bands. 100 band. 100 band. 100 band. If I was on Bitwig, I never would have bothered with vocodecs. Yeah, I looked for an alternative for a very long time, to no avail. I expect the spectral resonance stuff in Ableton 11 will sound kind of like that. Like a better vocodecs. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm serenely disappointed with the things with Ableton 11. Oh, that's why I did that. I reverbed the reverb on purpose. That's why. Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, why did I do that? I'm in the beta, it's not the same. Wait, what's not the same? I'd literally pay so much for Harbor and Vocodex and Ableton on Mac. Yeah, same. Same. Levin did everything I asked for, but I understand your reasons. So I'm guessing like you wanted comping and comping and scales in the MIDI thing, I guess. And comping. Comping's cool. It does it better than Bitwig. Spectral resonator, not the same as No, I was talking about the vocoder in general. The live tempo mapping is a game changer for me. I've got to perform live a lot. I tried that. It didn't really work out so well for me. I tried going to Bitwig twice before I think this is the time I stick around. Well, yeah, shit, man. It's hard. Like, make sure, I would always say, like, if you're going to switch, like, demo as long as you can. Demo. 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 Okay, maybe not. Maybe I will come into this instead. Throw that there. Wait, what? No, I wanted that to be the opposite way. Good. Now break it. Holy hell. Sorry. Jesus Christ. I like its new devices too, like how it does the chorus flanger, that sort of stuff. I think it was mostly my mindset with it, as I'm familiar with Ableton and moving to be able to create an uncanny valley kind of thing. So once I got around to adapting MT workflow to it, the transit control is sick. I'm going to try and make something like that in Max. Bonk. Felt like rebirth. Dude, that's exactly like the feeling that I got when I switched from Ableton to Bitwig too. I was like, wow, I feel like I have so much more creative freedom, and I never would have like stumbled upon this stuff had it not been for Bitwig. Okay, I need a more extreme means of saturation. Okay, I need like a slightly less extreme. Oh my god. Oh my god, my ears. Dude, destroy it. Destroy it! Bro, you're making bee noises. Okay, that's not that bad. I can't believe how loud that is. That's insane. So what I was hoping for was that this was going to do something different than what I was hoping for. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're getting into the cool shit. Okay. Voco Disnair. Do you like how Bitwig handles grouping effects and stuff? It felt clunkier to me. How do you figure? I enjoy that a lot of routing becomes easier with Bitwig container devices, feedback effect slots, and so on. I like how it color codes instead of combines. That was a minor annoyance to me. Wait, how Bitwig handles grouping effects and stuff? It felt clunkier to me. Oh, you mean like on here? Yeah, I do like that better. I like the fact that I can collapse this and like hide it all. And then if I want to like nest something, then I can just hit the little arrow. Like it was odd at first, for sure, but I don't mind it at all. Now, anyway. Let's try an audio rate on this instead. Okay. This is nuts. Oh wow, I didn't know that this could do hard clipping. Oh, that says hard chip. I'm blind. Why does it sound like a bee? That's insane. Oh, that must be. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add another transient shaper on this now because it's still not doing what I want it to. I was trying to get it to blow up, but this is the classic way to do it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So now you do that, hit J. You got this nice little hit. We should probably tune it, but yeah, as opposed to that. Okay, for that next section, I went like boom, ba pop, boom, ba pop, boom. No, I was trying to like make an Audica snare, and I was trying something a little different, but yeah, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out the way that I wanted to. I get why it sounds like, yeah, it was from the audio rate. The whole tune sounds like a computer bug? No, I think the whole thing literally sounded like a bee. Even with wider on, that still sounds really mono. "50 window errors popping up as a music video. Oh, hi, welcome to IDM. Hello. Hopefully this isn't your first IDM experience, but that's kind of the music that I make. Try Convolver and Trash. I've used that so many times, and I don't particularly like it. Boom, pop, boom, pop, boom, pop. Why is this not? Thank you. Shit. Okay, so we'll start with that. Also, you just reminded me of that amazing trip of an Aphex Twin video. Forgot the track name. Samples of little tiny spaces like buckets and pot make for some dope snare sounds. I've heard IDM before, not my go-to genre, but I like incorporating IDM like glitches and more bass-focused electronic music. Yeah. I get that. This would be like heavy IDM. Very textural based. But heavy sounds in general. I like my neural basses. I'm not smart enough to hear IDM, just beatbox. What the fuck? What happened to my note? Damn it. Dude, condense. Oh my god. Ivy Lab's latest album is a nice example of very minimal bass heavy music with a lot of texture but not really dubstep or D&B. What's their latest EP? Was it the Betty White EP? Bum 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 bum. No, just go to Ivy Lab. Their latest release was Soul Sister. That was like a minimal, or like just a roller D&B tune. I think it's a whole album. Let me go check. It looks like their latest album was Death Don't Always Taste Good. Death don't always taste good. Death don't always taste good. No, that's not their latest album. Oh, Blonde, perhaps? There's also Teacup, Fidget. I'm behind. What? Okay, well, I've got some catching up to do. I eat death for breakfast. Making sure that I initiate the pain is the first thing that's on my checklist. I say fuck all people because I ain't a sexist. The last three are hella nice, actually. Wash it down with a bowl of nails for good measure. God damn it, man. This fucking... Okay, that won't work. In order to stay relevant, we have to practice. Wait, you weren't trying to rhyme, were you? Because that doesn't rhyme. That should be a bar, or a quarter of a bar. Greedo, practice doesn't rhyme. Practice doesn't rhyme with that. All of these sound the same, and that drives me fucking crazy. Hope you'll have a good night. Off to bed. Long day tomorrow. Yo, have a wonderful evening. I'm over here trying not to rage quit. No idea Echo had a sample pack. I'm glad you mentioned it earlier. Oh, dude, their sample pack is amazing. You should definitely grab it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Let's go chat IDM freestyle. You don't really rap to IDM, but... So, like... I've spent a hefty amount of time building an aesthetic for these sounds, and so like really like what my latest musical journey has been is just trying to think about different ways to apply them. If anything, your checklist didn't rhyme with breakfast. Checklist, breakfast. Yeah, yes it does. It's the last suffix is ist. List and fist. It's not break fast. Fist and list. You don't say break fast. You say breakfast. That's how it's pronounced. Depends how you pronounce it on the accent. No, like the actual dictionary term is breakfast. Yeah. Well, it's like BR cool little E thing, K, break, not breakfast or breakfast. Orange doesn't rhyme with door hinge. If you don't... Yeah, but you'd have to break the suffix up. Like, there is a bit of wordplay in there, but... Hold on. Breakfast. Pronunciation. Breakfast. No. Say it.
Breakfast.
See?
Breakfast. Breakfast. Breakfast.
Now, practice is completely different.
Practice. Practice. Practice.
Funny.
Breakfast.
I don't know. I didn't. Oh, we'll just go with list.
List. List.
Tomato. You can't just say that. I'm not a native English speaker. In my language, all letters are phonetically consistent, so it's weird to write rhymes in English. English is my first language. I have to move to Spain later this year. I'm stressing about it. That sounds really cool, actually. I got some homies, some tricker friends in Spain. No, give non-Englishy guy a hard time. I do a best me can. Take talky English and not so easy, bruh. Whatever, Greta. Whatever. Wah. Guido, your English is great. I'm just an English snob. Croatian? That's awesome. My grandmother visited Croatia a long time ago, and she has nothing but amazing things to say about it when she visited. Now, granted, like, she came as a tourist, and so I don't really know what it's like living there, but she loved it. I'm gonna have to bounce out another generator. Because all of these are the fucking exact same. I haven't planned to things pop up probs well after the whole Rona situation. Yeah, traveling is a interesting topic as of now. There are places in the Netherlands where they speak in such heavy accents, it's almost like another language to me. Mostly island dialects. Yeah, you guys should go visit each other and talk about how stupid English is. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, select the samples. Thank you. Cool. So yeah, I think that's about as much creative juice as I have for today. Any questions or anything that you guys want to talk about? Other than Corona. I'm over the Rona. Tired of it. Tired of the god dang modern plague. We have a curfew now too. That sucks. It's already here. Where did this track start from, I wonder? Just rewind. I started this from scratch. Wait. What did I begin with? I began with a kick. And then I made a snare. And then I pulled up a generator. And then I bounced it out. Actually, I always leave a paper trail. After 9 in the night, we're prisoners. That sucks, man. So, yeah, I made a... Hold on. Let me activate this again. So I made a kick. Then I made a snare. Then I opened up phase plant, which sounds like this. Dude, caps. Okay, something else is triggering, so hold on 1 second. What else is turned on and why? There we go. Okay. Okay, well, it's not picking up MIDI, so it sounds like this. Jeez. So then I bounced that out. Saw me working on that yesterday. Yeah, it's just I just like changed it a little bit. Thank you. And then I threw it into a granular synth a couple times, and then bounced it out, and then just took the cuts, and then we made. Let me turn this back off. Then we made this version first. And then after that, then I was like, I want to do more of an IDM thing, and then I made this part. Dude, audio editing in Bitwig is where it's at. That is where it is at, my friend. But yeah, I have DVR enabled while the stream is up, so if you want, you can just rewind and go look at how all that stuff was made. First groove was hella nice. Thanks. If I end up using this, it'll probably go after this part. But yeah, most of the time I have success. I have more success in resampling like entire tunes. But I've just been practicing trying to Remy, stop it. What are you barking at? Hey. But I've had more. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill her. Dude, stop. Go out. Jesus. Every time she barks, it makes my heart jump out of my chest. I say that every stream. But whenever she does it, I'm like, ah! Give Doggo a kiss and she stop bark. No, her bark is so shrill and like sudden. It's like piercing to the ear. That's how they work, I swear. Look, she gets plenty of treats and pets and hugs and cuddles and all that, but she just shriek barks. Yo, what's going on?
Dumping again.
Yeah, I know.
Put my foot is like that deep. Put it in
Wow,
the seat. My fucking boots.
that's crazy.
That's
Oh, my brother just got home. It always reminds me of Scooby-Doo when I hear her bark. How do you figure? Very similar voice? No, I feel like Blast has more of a Scooby-Doo bark, but he's deaf. Like Blast kind of like is weird because like when he wants something, he'll whine like a deaf dog, but when he's trying to boss up, like he'll actually like low bark. Like nasally. I don't know. I can hear it in my mind ear now. Yeah, pretty much like the dogs and I just have like a yelling contest. Because their bark is so shrill. And then I'm like, stop. And they're like, bark, bark, bark. And I'm like, stop. But what can you say? What can you say? Thank you. I know I'm not tripping. I mean, did Scooby-Doo air in English where you guys are from, or? Well, no is a big word.
Et tu, brute.
Wait, why are you quoting Shakespeare now? Oh, I've seen English and Croatian dubs. Okay.
Look, both of the pipes are frozen now.
Both of them are frozen?
And the code.
Are you serious? Is there anything we can do about that?
Huh?
Is there anything we can do about that?
Wait it up.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy because I left that running.
I know it's dripping a little bit, but they're froze.
Really?
It's not gonna even be over freezing till Saturday.
It's not going to be over freezing until Saturday. Well, those still work.
These work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's leave those dripping like.
Yeah. Sorry, it's like snowing outside and it's below freezing, and so my brother's just telling me that my pipes are frozen. That sucks. Let me see what it is right now. Oh, it's still... Hold on. How do I measure this in Celsius? Oh, there we go. It's minus 12 right now in Oklahoma. Minus 12. Which is pretty nuts. It hasn't been this cold in out here in decades. Luckily, I don't live in Germany where they change everything to German. Disaster. Yes, that is disastrous. I agree. It's 54 in Las Vegas. Damn. Wait. I mean, it's 12 in Las Vegas. I live on an uphill street. I've seen people go up on all fours during winter. That's pretty funny. Kind of unfortunate, but it is still pretty funny. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy winter storm. If it freezes a little at an ice skating rink, I feel like I would just set up a GoPro outside and just like hope that somebody just like, you know, tries to step up and then they just eat shit like they're being tripped in Mortal Kombat. Like, whip. Whip. It's funny because all those guys make the same noises. Hard to tell who's human and who's dog, than I imagine. What's the lowest it gets where you're at? This is the coldest it's ever been. Like, this is record. These are record low temperatures. I gotta peace out. Must do exam. Okay, dude. Good luck. Might pop in later if you're still on. I think I'm gonna call it a night soon, or I might switch over to playing Dead Cells. Because I don't really have a lot that I want to do anymore. I'm just kind of hanging around in case the people have questions. Remember 2017 New Year's waiting in front of a club to get in, minus 25, as coldest I ever remember getting in Croatia. Fuck, man, I hope it was worth it. I hope that you found the person of your dreams there, because that's fucking cold. I'm a tropical weather type of being. And I don't really do this like cold or too hot shit very well. In other words, I'm fragile. You could say that. Right on. I feel that. I haven't, like... Boo. That's just Greedo. No. I'd say I consider Lucy the girl of my dreams, so I guess you could say that. Well, like, is she your, you know, did you guys have like kids and now are happily ever married after, or I don't know. Or are you talking about Lucy as in something different that's not actually a person? Actually, don't answer that question. I don't need to know your business. But as long as it was a good time, that's what matters. Yeah, I don't really have anything else for this, you guys. If you want to stick around, I'll play some Dead Cells, but other than that, I'm kind of just burnt right now. Kind of burnt, kind of down on music, so I'm just like, whatever. Kind of weird. Feels weird about music as of lately. No, but we had a great 12-hour adventure that night. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. You met the Scarecrow and danced the night away? What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean that, like, I need to change my approach, is what I think. Also, that was funny. Greedo, don't listen to Alchemy. He's burned out, like he said. He's all washed up. I can't believe that they're even modding for him. Freaking old news producer. You don't even produce. You just make noise. Buckshot, no begging. No. Go. What, do you have a treat for me? Well, actually, we left the place in like 3 hours in. So wait, you had to go back out into the cold? While after meeting Lucy? This is getting good. What happened after that? Whoa, no begging. Three UK sound systems were there. It was a dub night. Okay, cool. We left as we were just going there for the aforementioned. Oh. Yeah, crazy. In any case, for me personally, we had thick layers of snow the last couple days. I was playing party at the time's girlfriend. Finally starts to melt again. Yeah, it's just supposed to be stupid cold until Saturday. But we're kind of fucked. Long story short. We're screwed. Screwed a balloon. Oh well. Oh well. Well, right on. Does anybody care to stick around for some Dead Cells? Or, I guess if anybody has any production questions, then I'm always taking those, but other than that, I'm gonna chill. Can you play that once more before you stream? There we go. Oh, to call it a night. Been up all night again like some kind of vampire? Sounds like me. Same? Okay, cool. Well, thanks, guys. Good to see you. I'll be on tomorrow, most likely. Maybe I'll put a video up instead. Maybe I'll take a break from streaming and put some videos up, because I'm about due. But much love, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you guys just hanging out with me. And I will see you all tomorrow. Dream Warriors. Maybe tonight you'll be gone. If you guys don't know what that is, it's Nightmare on Elm Street 3, I think. Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors. Yeah. I should go watch that video. Some guy gets killed by a skeleton. It's great. Later out. See you, Greedo. Bye, everybody. Have an awesome, amazing